Hello guys, welcome to the third video. This video we will be integrating JavaScript into this our project, and to do that we're just going to go back to the file directory and create a new file, and we're going to call it app.js. Save, and to get it running inside our app.js we're just going to go back to the HTML, go all the way down to where our Bootstrap styling script file is, and just below the Bootstrap script we're gonna add our own our own stylings, and I'm gonna call it app.app.js, and we're good to go. Just to make sure everything is working out perfectly, we are going to write a simple alert message right here, and we're just gonna say hello there, and save. So we're supposed to get an alert just like as expected, hello there, and okay, and we're good to go. So what we want to do right now is to start getting the IDs. So we want to get the variables to make our work easier. So we're going to get IDs for the amount, the interest, the years, and etc. So we're going to be using the const variable name, any constant in JavaScript, just in case you're new to JavaScript. I want to set a variable name of principal. So we will be using the simple rate forms and methods and formula to actually integrate this application, and we will see that in a moment when we're really down in the application. And we want to get a document. I'm going to use the document property. I want to get element by ID, and we will be looking for an ID of amount. So I'm just going to copy this, paste it, semicolon. I like to add my semicolon. I'm just gonna duplicate this a couple of times. I think that's okay. I'm gonna call this one interest. Copy. And that would be for the interest input fields, and for years we have duration. Don't mind me for mixing up the names. That's just how it is. You can call all these things whatever you want. I'm just gonna call mine these names, and after that I want to get the results div, which is this. So we want to copy, come here, say result div, call it results. After that we want to get the month's payment. So we'll say month payment, and what we're looking for is, go down right here, we're looking for monthly payment. So we're just going to copy this and paste it. Actually I'm going to call this month's pay, and right here I want to get the total. After that I want to get the total payment that the usual the loaner is going to pay after the loan has been completed. And I want to call that total pay. After that I just want to get also the total interest. I want to call that total int, and go back here and copy this. This is actually supposed to be total interest, not total interest. Copy, go back, paste it, and after that I want to get the create loan button, create loan, the submit button, which is actually this button right here that submits the form, and we give it an ID attribute of create loan. So we're gonna copy that and paste that right here. After that, I want to get the input fields. Remember that fields I told you? I gave a class of inputs, not really inputs. I'm just gonna call this input fields, and they basically identify these fields that we use for entering the figures. And I give it a class attribute. This time we're not getting IDs, we're getting class, so we're gonna write get elements by class name, and we're looking for the class name of inputs. If I can actually spell inputs. And that's it. I don't think I need this one for now. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I think we've gotten all the variables we need for now. It returns every of the places or class that has a name of input. So just to show you that, I'm just gonna say console.log input fields and save. We're gonna hit F12 to go to the console environment, and we're having these 3 HTML collections right here, and if we hover over them, we see these input fields being highlighted. Why? Because they have this input class with them. But one quirk is that input fields, they can't really be iterated over using the for each ES syntax. The way we can go over that is we can convert it into an array. So I'm just gonna convert it to an array. Say convert input fields to array. The way we do that in JavaScript is to say const initialize a variable. We're gonna call that variable inputs, and we use the array constructor. Say array dot from, and we just enter input fields just like that, and we have automatically taking these input fields to an input of arrays. Then we can use for each on it. And just to see that, we're just gonna console log inputs and save, and we'll be having an array of those 3 characters. Now it's iterable using a for each iterator. And just after this, let's write out the functions we will be needing for this tutorial. We'll be having just a little amount of functions. A function to handle the running of the program, runs event handlers, function that handles the error codes, function that handles the little spinner that you see right here. Once you click create loan, there's a function that creates a spinner div, and also a function that calculates the payment. So we're just gonna dive right into it. I'm just gonna reduce this. Okay, so we want our first function, and we'll call it launch program. And we want another function called, just write in a comment, error handler for the inputs. Just call this launch program function. You can see how explicit I'm being about all this, so that you can actually understand what each program is doing in each part of the language we're writing. So we're just gonna call it the error handling function, and we're gonna call it input error handler, and it's gonna take an event parameter because we will be getting the values for each input, and we want to use the event target parameter to get this done. It's a very nice way to traverse the DOM. And thirdly, we want a function, we'll call it that, submits the whole document and loads the spinner. We'll call writing a comment, say form submit, and say function, we'll call it create loan event, and also it will take an event parameter with it. And last but not the least, we want a function that displays results, so we just call it displays results, and we're going to call the function show results. Well, let's just call it display results. Display results. It will not be taking the event parameter, and we're good to go to start writing the functionalities of this function. I think I've had enough, I've spent quite enough time, so I will be continuing this video on the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.